It's been a minute.
Part of the reason for this is just because of the fact that I really haven't had the ambition to go out and film because I want to do better with cameras and things like that. And everything I do just does not seem to really be working. And it's kind of been frustrating me, honestly. Like, what I want to do is create cinematic content and make my videos just feel higher quality, but I don't really have the knowledge and the skill set to do that. I've got a lot of things on my camera and stuff like that. And it just, to me, doesn't seem to be working out the way I want it to. Like, I know I don't want everything to be movie production wise. If you've seen a lot of my videos, you know that. But I would like my video quality to be a little bit better. And there's some things on this camera that have really bugged me, like the rolling shutter and things like that. Because I'd love to take it out and go do vlogging and whatnot. But the rolling shutter is just absolutely atrocious. I don't know if I need to maybe up my frame rate or do something with it, but it is absolutely mind boggling how bad it is to try and record videos on the fly with this camera. And I think that there's definitely a use for it. Like, I can definitely go out and film or do pictures and film videos sitting down like this. But as far as like the go and do vlog things, kind of what I have been, I don't think this is the camera that is really for it. And that's why I picked up this guy, the DJI Osmo Mobile 3 or Osmo Pocket Mobile, whatever it is. And this is probably what I'm going to be using starting for a lot of my vlogs and things like that because there's a lot of content that I want to make and I just can't do it on this camera. So let's hop over to this and talk about it.
So, we're on the Osmo Pocket 3 now, and I just love how convenient this camera is. I do like that I can have it on just the little tripod and have it look up at me as opposed to when I'm on this big camera, how I have to fully adjust everything every single time I want to switch the shot. So, it's really nice having that all packaged in one, as well as just like the stabilization. Like, I can just sit here and we can get up, we can walk around. It might kind of cut out because I've got my lights and everything on there, but I can get up, walk around, tap my face, just like maybe. There we go. And now I'm in the active track mode, so wherever I go, it follows me, and I don't necessarily have to worry about it quite as much as when I use something like that camera where I need to hold it out and just be like, okay, stare at the screen, like am I in focus? So it's super nice how convenient this camera is and how easy it is to just work with. As well, I have it set up in some of the modes to get a little bit more familiar with. I feel like it's a lot easier to learn how to shoot in 4K 24, 4K 30, have your shutter rate set at the right thing, and be able to find the right filters. And it's even easier than on my drone where I have to like land it, pull them off, and do that. Whereas on this, they're just magnetic. So you just pop them off, pop them on. Like right now, I have a black mist filter, which is one of my favorite filters. I love how it kind of softens the light for me. But yeah, it's just a lot more convenient of a camera to have. I can have nice close-up shots like this, or I can go ahead and throw on the wide angle lens and have nice wide shots like this, where if I had it on a little bit higher of a stand, you could see the whole background behind me, and it's just nice and easy to work with. There are a few things I wish that there was a better zoom on it, as like I have on my ZV-E10, where I can just kind of punch in and see those nice shots. But there's pros and cons with everything. So I will gladly take the not being able to zoom in quite as much with this as I did with that one. I also quite a lot like the fact that it is going to enable me to make a lot of different content that I have really been wanting to, but just don't have the people willing to do it with me or the real skill, I guess, to do it. Kind of like these rollers that I'll throw up on screen while I talk about this. But it just enables me to have so much more creative liberty and do a lot of other things and learn a lot more than I feel like the ZV-E10 does, which it's a great beginner camera and it's great for just being like in auto modes and stuff like that. But I don't feel like it is the best setup to try and just start learning how to be a better filmmaker, I guess. Like, I really want to, in the next few years, move up to getting like an FX3 or whatever the newest version of that camera is, and really getting down how to shoot and log, how to use the filters and things like that, which I feel like this will help me very, very much with, because I do have a set of K&F filters that are polarizers as well for me to use, which I don't really understand how the polarization works, why it spins, but I like that the fact that that's on there and I don't have to use multiple different filters, kind of like I do on that ZV-E10, where I would like the polarizer on there, but I also want the ND filter so that I can get the shot kind of set up, and it never really just turns out quite the way that I want it to, and it's really throws off the colors, which I know I could fix if I learned how to do log, but I don't have that skill set yet, as well as it's not the best camera for log. I think part of the reason that I decided to make this switch is just because I wanted something a little bit easier and a little bit more simple to kind of create videos and allow me to do different things in them a little bit easier. Like, the ZV-E10 isn't a super big camera, but at the same time, it definitely stands out, and the more lenses and things that you put on it, the more likely people are to get kind of uncomfortable in front of it, and that's not really what I'm going for. I don't want people to get weirded out by having a camera in their face. I'd rather it be something a little bit more casual. So that's one of the reasons that I decided to switch to this Osmo Pocket 3. Like, this shot right here where I just have you guys kind of posted up almost like you're riding in the passenger seat with me is something I could never do with my big camera, just because it's, one, too big, and two, I don't really think I could get the shot down, I guess, at least in my own experience. It wouldn't look right, it would not be balanced at all, whereas with this one, it's super easy. All I had to do is literally just screw on the suction cup, put it there, move the joystick around to where I wanted it, and it's done. So I think that's one of the big reasons as to why I like this setup a little bit more. I definitely need to practice with it more and try different things. I want to get some hyper shots and things like that, but it's just going to take some time to get more used to it and get used to something with the ability to do that type of shot with. So lots more to come. I guess at the end of the day, it's just something I'm going to have to mess with, and I wanted to kind of share to you guys that I am still here, I am still trying. I just wanted to try something new that wasn't necessarily in my wheelhouse before, and something not super common for me. So look forward to more videos like this. I do have some videos planned. I may end up just entirely switching how this video or how this channel does videos and things like that. I would really like to get into like tech review, things like this, and horror up in the mountains. So I have some plans there that I am 100% going to try here soon. So keep an eye out for that. I appreciate those of you guys that have stayed and have come back to watch this video. But yeah, you guys, my name is Daniel, and I will catch you all in the next video. See ya.